Well, it was a tip to the National Enquirer that led the LAPD to the suspected killer of Ennis Cosby, but now Bill Cosby may take legal action against the tabloid. At issue is an article that suggests the entertainer's wife, Camille, hired gunmen to find the killer. The Cosbys demand an apology and a retraction. According to their spokesman, if that doesn't happen, they'll sue.
Comedian Bill Cosby is threatening to slap the National Enquirer with a lawsuit. Cosby wants the tabloid to retract statements that suggest he and his wife hired a gunman to find their son's killer. He's demanding a retraction and an apology. In the meantime, the man accused of killing Ennis Cosby sits in jail. But what do we really know about Mikhail Markisev? Greg Rivera tells us that the more we learn about him, the more disturbing the story becomes.
He had me on the ground right here, trying to stab me with the knife and everything.
Bobby Chapman had a run-in with Mikhail Markisev long before all the headlines, a run-in that Chapman says was motivated by racial hatred. It was back in October of '95. Chapman and some friends were at this gas station in Los Alamitos, California, when they encountered Markisev.
I walked over to him, he called me a nigger. That was the first thing he called me, a nigger. I said, I don't appreciate you coming at me like that and everything. And then we got in it from there. Started fighting and everything, and that's when he pulled the blade out on me.
Jomo Guinness was with Chapman.
He probably thought, yeah, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna show off on my girlfriend and at the same time protect my hood against these niggas.
Chapman says an off-duty police officer saw the fight and stopped it. Markisev was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 1 year in juvenile detention camp. He was released after serving half that time.
The law is careful about letting the jury know about prior bad acts.
Stan Goldman is a professor at Loyola Law School in Los Angeles. He says that if a defendant has a history of a race crime, the prosecution will fight to present that evidence to the jury.
The prosecution in a case like this, where they've got any evidence at all of a prior crime, a hate crime, any kind of violent attack by the defendant on somebody else, would love to let the jury know about it. Because then the jury's predisposed to think that this guy is a violent character, therefore more likely to have committed this crime.
He was just calm, laid back, real funny too.
Mike Villanueva, who says he knew Markisev, doesn't believe the immigrant ever harbored any racist feelings.
Not around me, at least. I don't think he was, though. Because I've been with him, you know, around a lot of black people, you know, walked by, he didn't say nothing.
But two other high school students we spoke with said they'd heard Markisev utter racial epithets. It is still far too early in the case of Mikhail Markisev to predict what might happen, but many believe that if there is a racial overtone in this case, the effects will be felt far beyond the courtroom.
Boy, L.A. at this point in time, after the Simpson case, after the Rodney King case, after the Reginald Denny case, you don't want another trial based on inflammatory racial issues. It's not good for the community.
Initially denied the Cosby killing was racially motivated, but there's a report they're now considering that possibility. There was no comment from the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office. But one person who is talking about Markisev is his former girlfriend. As Craig Rivera reports, she claims the man she dated could never have killed anyone.
I believe he didn't do it.
16-year-old Maggie Ruiz says she has been both sad and angry since her 18-year-old boyfriend Mikhail Markisev was arrested. Markisev has been portrayed as a boy with a Jekyll and Hyde character, but Ruiz knew only his gentle side. The two met here at Los Alamitos High School in Los Alamitos, California. Markisev, who reportedly made good grades and has a higher-than-average IQ, also held a job at this home and garden store.
I never saw his friends coming in or anything like that. He was always alone and always quiet.
Ruiz says that many of her friends are showing support for Markisev.
Well, I believe he didn't do it, and a lot of my friends don't think he did it either. Like, everyone thinks, I even have friends that have shirts saying he's innocent, bumper stickers saying he's innocent and everything.
Ruiz has reportedly said that the last time she saw Markisev was the day before his arrest, when he told her, "You'll always be my girl."
I don't think he would ever kill anybody. I know that for sure. Well, I don't think so.
Markisev has been arraigned for the murder of Ennis Cosby, but has not yet entered a plea.